local morning news. Fox 2 News Morning starts now.
There's a kid who have a tumor and desperately needs help. So okay, come on over.
A local doctor performs a life-saving surgery on a young man from Nigeria. Details ahead on how he changed his life far beyond that surgery. Imagine being told over and over again that your condition is too risky to treat. That was the reality for a young man whose rare and life-threatening tumor left him with nowhere to turn. Thanks to a plastic surgeon at Corwa Health, he is paying it forward in the most inspiring way.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
Every great story starts with someone who said yes.
So you worry too much about complication. There will be no progression in any field. So one shall take risks.
This risk involved the removal of Chidi Tagbo's massive tumor, seen here.
It could be a genetic disease, that a slow-growing tumor that with time we will compress the brain or stick out to the skin or compress the eye. And he had this for a long time.
If left alone, it could cause blindness, brain damage, and ultimately death. For years, the young man from Nigeria searched near and far for medical treatment with no success.
At the time, in my head, it's just a teenager kid who have a tumor and desperately needs help. So okay, come on over.
At last, somebody 5,500 miles away was willing to take a risk.
So any wrong move just for a millimeter could cause permanent blindness. And we have to take all without damage his eyes, certainly. And we then create a custom implant to replace the skull.
The surgery, a success.
Before the surgery, I was quite doing poorly in academics and all that because of the effect it had on my brain. Since the surgery, I'm able to read, remember, concentrate.
All of that concentration paid off.
What's extraordinary about this story is that I think a month before, right before he left Detroit, he told me in room 12, like, oh, I got accepted to medical school.
Tagbo graduated last year in Nigeria. His inspiration? The man who saved his life.
Every time we talk, it's like he's like a motivation, my mentor, and he keeps me pushing.
Tagbo is now a physician and hopes to give others what Dr. Concrete Chaiyasate gave him.
The impact that we create that we inspire people. It's good to know that our work as a physician has inspired younger generation, including this young man.
So all of these years later, the two are still communicating via email, just as that story began. And during the Zoom call, during the interview, the doctor asked if Tagbo wanted to come back to Detroit for some time for rotations. They call it, hands-on medical training. Tagbo said he is very interested. So their story continues.
Wow, incredible story, great inspiration, rare condition, clearly. How common or uncommon is that type of procedure?
Not common at all.
Yeah.
That's why nobody else would touch Tagbo, because it's such a risky procedure.
Wow.
But he did it.
And it all turned out well. All right,
That's
good
right.
stuff, good stuff.
Thanks.